In the book, The Happy Inheritor, you caution the rising generation expecting some type of inheritance, but at the same time, the senior generation doesn't even want to talk about a family business. You can elaborate a little bit, please.
Okay, so let's talk about family businesses as an asset class. Well, the number one, if you read, I know you have, but for those who are watching, haven't read my first book, Every Family's Business. In that book, I introduce an idea that our family has adopted over the course of 3 generations, which is we risk our capital. The next generation, if we want our parents' business, we need to buy it. Well, it didn't take me too long after releasing that book and doing lots of speeches before someone put up his hand and said, I like your message, Tom. I like the fact that you're asking my children to put skin in the game and buy my business. My business is worth $10 million, and I think my son would buy it. There's only one problem. He's $9,999,000 short. Where does the next generation get the liquidity to buy the business? Well, first of all, we know that businesses are underinsured. We know that corporate insurance is super efficient, and when that is discussed by the family and put in place, that can be done in a family meeting. When there are living gifts made at a family meeting where the patriarch and matriarch says, hey, I got a business and I want to know if you want to buy it. And Junior says, well, I don't have any money. And then Dad goes, well, that's not true because we just gave you money. We just did a living gift last year. We've been doing living gifts. So, the family meeting, living gifts, the transition of business, you can see how it all comes together.
Sure.
And it is really a conversation about how these complex assets transition. And the earlier a family starts, the easier it is to arrive at solutions. What we do know is that when someone in their 70s or 80s has a health event, panics, holds a family meeting and tries to jam 20 years of conversation into 20 minutes, the best solutions are not going to emerge. So what is so hard for people to understand is you need to do this when you don't need to do this. That is smart. Making money, Canadians, we are really good at creating wealth. We really are, despite some of our high taxation and all the headwinds we've had to endure in the last 10 years. We are really good at creating wealth. You know what we're terrible at doing? We're terrible at transitioning it. And as a Canadian, it pains me to say that we are a full decade behind the Americans, who have been using facilitated family meetings much more aggressively.